Baptism and confirmation and joining the church, they're markers where we acknowledge our faith and we can appreciate right where we are with God in that moment. And they build upon all those experiences leading up to those significant events. Baptism is a rite of passage, meaning it's not the culmination of a journey, but when we pass through the waters, a dynamic life of faith is to ensue. It awaits us. Yes, there is the journey to the font, but there's also the journey from the font. There's an element of dying to self in the waters of baptism and being raised to a new life with Christ. The people of God who were enslaved in Egypt, they passed through the waters when the waters parted, and they went in as slaves and they came out as free. In our baptism, as we pass through the waters, or rather as the water is poured out over us, we experience the beginning with a new identity as we experience such saving grace, and a whole life of faith is before us. Such an act of baptism is to lead us and prepare us for what is next. Friends, there's always what's next. What's next in your life? What's next in your Christian journey? There's always a what's next in the life of the church. Thank God there's a what's next coming out of this pandemic. I am awaiting what's next. Oh, you've graduated? What's next? Oh, you've got a job? Congratulations. What's next? You've been promoted. What's next? Oh, you lost your job. What's next? You're retired. Congratulations. What's next? Oh, you went on a mission trip. You shared in that Bible study, that small group experience. Say it with me. What's next? Oh, you enjoyed Christmas. What's next? Don't you dare say Easter. We're going to wait a while on that one, even though we're Easter people, always. I'm thankful that I have a friend and mentor for the past 12 years who time and time again asks me, so what's next for you? What's your next study? What's the next book you're going to read? What's the next class you're going to teach? What have you got lined up for you in your continuing education? What's your next mission experience? What's your next challenge? What do you want to see happen? And what are you going to do next to make it happen? She asks this because she knows all too well that faith is meant to be dynamic. And when it becomes static, it becomes stagnant. And any of those good feelings, any of those feelings of having arrived, or the joy that comes with completion of a part of the journey, can dull rather quickly. You've been baptized? You've been confirmed? You joined the church? You remember your baptism on this day? What's next?